What's going on YouTube and Facebook? This is a 717 SCL short clip for you guys covering the NBA playoffs. I wasn't able to do much covering on the games the last two days via work. Plus, I was prepping for tonight's big UFC card. Did a whole video on that, a preview on that UFC card for tonight. So I was prepping for that. Didn't get really too much of basketball games, but I was going to do a quick update on the basketball NBA playoffs. Thursday, the Utah Jazz took a 2-0 series lead against the LA Clippers. Another strong performance by Donovan Mitchell. Yes, I am at work right now, so I mean, might get a little interrupted, but it's okay. But Donovan Mitchell with another strong performance to give Jazz a 2-0 lead. Once again, I did say I feel like the Jazz will come out of the West to represent in the NBA Finals. But at the same time, let's keep in mind the Clippers were just down 2-0 to the Dallas Mavericks. So being with their backs against the wall is nothing new. So you can't count the Clippers out. But once again, the Jazz defeated the Clippers 117-111 on Thursday night to take a 2-0 series lead. We're going to move on to last night's games. My Philadelphia 76ers defeated the Atlanta Hawks 127-111. Once again, another solid defensive performance. If you've seen the look on Trae Young's face during that game, it told it all. It was a look of frustration. We played them very well. Two more wins away, and Philly's in the Eastern Conference Finals. So we just need to go out there and take care of business. We go out there and take care of business. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Two more. But we can't rest on our laurels. These guys are young, and these guys are better than what we expected. So once again, Philly took care of business last night. 2-1 series lead, 127-111 over the Hawks. And then last night's game against between the Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns, Phoenix took a commanding 3-0 series lead. I think that series is all but over. Denver, Nikola Jokic had a monster game last night, 30 points, 20 rebounds, and it still wasn't enough. He still didn't get enough help. The Jamal Murray being hurt is really killing the Nuggets' chance for a push at the finals and winning this series. So, unfortunately for Denver Nuggets fans, it's looking like it's all but over. From my take, unless they can pull a miraculous comeback like they did last year. Unfortunately, I do not think they can do that without Jamal Murray. So, with that being said, once again, the Denver Nuggets fall to the Phoenix Suns 116-102 last night. We also have tonight's we're gonna do a look ahead real quick of tonight's game 3 between Utah and LA. But before I get to that, we're gonna talk about Milwaukee and Brooklyn. Now, game 4 is tomorrow at 3:00 on ABC. It's worth to note that Milwaukee did steal a win in the third game, and I did say steal a win because it was one of those old-fashioned, real ugly, slow-paced defensive games. And much to Milwaukee's credit, they did what they had to do. I've been saying that if a defensive team, a really good, solid defensive team goes up against Brooklyn, Brooklyn could have some problems. And Milwaukee showed their ass out on defense, and that's what led them to victory. With that being said, though, it's worth to note that Milwaukee still only scored 86 points. They've averaged, if I'm not mistaken, they're averaging not even 90 points a game in this series. They have to score more points. They have to play defensively like they did the other night in game 3 and score more efficiently if they want to win game 4. That's the only way Milwaukee has a chance to tie this series, but they're not dead in the water. They're more alive than what I thought. That defense, if they can stick to that defense and then start hitting their shots, Milwaukee is going to be right back in this series. Let's do a look ahead to tonight's game against Utah and LA. The series goes to LA. Once again, I'm going to say I'm not counting the Clippers out in this series because they've been down 2-0. They've been down 3-2 in the playoffs already to the Mavericks. So these guys know what it's like to have their backs against the wall. It all falls on Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. These guys have played not that great in the first 2 games. These guys are supposed to be your 2 stars, and they're not showing up. So if in order for the Clippers obviously to be successful, these guys need to be on their game, and they haven't been on their game in the first two games. And then on top of that, Donovan Mitchell has just been destroying them. He's doing whatever he wants to them. And once again, I've noted this before. The Clippers and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are supposed to have two of the best wing defenders in the league, and looking like they have two of the best wing defenders in the league. They need to do a better job. Sorry about that. But I'm going to go with Utah again tonight. I actually think Utah's just a better team. I think they're all around just built for this right now. I think mentally, I've said it, I think the Clippers have a mental problem when it comes to big games. They can't live up to the expectation. Maybe they'll prove me wrong again and make a comeback, but I just think Utah's really looking strong. I got Utah coming out of the West. So with that being said, like I said, this is a 717 SCL short clip. I'm going to get back in here to work. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and as always, stay blessed. I will see you guys later for live commentary on tonight's UFC 263 card, Aiden Sayan versus Vettori 2. I will holler at you guys later.